All right, let's dive into the world of cordless vacuums today. Specifically, the Dyson Outsize Origin.
Ooh, Dyson.
This isn't just any old dustbuster, though.
No.
We're going to figure out, together, is this Day-E vacuum? You know, the one that banishes dust bunnies and pet hair forever?
The holy grail of vacuum.
Or, at least makes cleaning length of a chore?
That's always a plus.
I got to say, I'm already pretty excited just reading about this thing. It boasts like 90% more power than the Dyson V8.
90%, that's a lot.
Right.
Yeah, and they're saying a 60-minute runtime, too.
That's the claim, at least.
The real question is, does it actually last that long in real life? When you're actually using it.
That's what we're here to find out.
Absolutely.
Dyson's really pushing this idea, right, of cordless freedom.
Yeah, I've seen the ads.
But with the power of a corded vacuum.
So, like, no more wrestling with that cord.
Exactly. No more dragging it around the house.
I mean, who hasn't tripped over a vacuum cord at least once in their life, right?
Ugh. Tell me about it. So we're going to break down the specs, really analyze it, see if this thing lives up to all the hype.
Sounds like a plan. So where do we start?
Well, let's talk size. The Outsize Origin is, well, it's called Outsize for a reason. It's got this massive 0.5-gallon bin.
Half a gallon.
Which is, get this, 150% bigger than the Dyson V11's bin.
So you're saying less time emptying it?
Way less stopping to empty, yeah. Especially if you've got a bigger house.
Okay, this makes sense. Fewer interruptions, you can just keep cleaning.
Exactly. And it's not just the bin. The cleaner head itself is like 25% wider than the V11.
Okay. So you're covering more ground with each, sweep?
You got it.
Okay. Starting to see why they call it outsize now.
Right. But it's not just about size. This vacuum, it's got brains too.
Oh, like what?
3 power modes.
Okay, tell me more.
You've got auto for like your everyday cleaning, then eco mode for when you want to stretch that runtime, get the most out of it.
Makes sense.
And then there's boost mode when you need to bring out the big guns for those really tough messes.
I like the sound of that. What about this auto mode, though? How's that work?
Well, from what I'm reading, it actually adjusts the suction automatically based on what kind of floor you're on.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so it's optimizing performance, but also saving battery life.
Intelligent vacuuming, I can get behind that.
Now, let's talk about something I know a lot of our listeners struggle with. Pet hair.
The bane of every pet owner's existence.
The Outsize Origin has this, get ready for it, the Digital Motor Bar XL Cleaner Head.
Okay, that sounds intense.
Not only does it deep clean all floor types, but it has these, detangling veins built in.
Oh, no more hair getting all wrapped up in the brush roll.
That's the idea. Finally, a vacuum that can keep up with my shedding monster.
I feel that. My cat, it's like a walking fur factory.
There's more.
There's more.
They include this thing called a hair screw tool.
A hair screw tool?
Yeah, it's a special attachment specifically designed to get pet hair out of those tricky spots.
Like under the couch.
Exactly. Furniture, the car, you name it. Dyson really seems to have thought of everything with this one.
I'm impressed.
And, speaking of details, we can't forget the filtration system.
Oh, right. Filtration. Super important.
This thing has 6 layers. 6. That trap, get this, 99.99% of particles. Even the tiny ones, like 0.3 microns small.
So it's not just sucking up dirt, it's actually cleaning the air, too.
You got it. Cleaner air for everyone, especially if you've got allergies.
That's a huge plus. My allergies are killer during certain times of the year.
So far, it's all sounding pretty impressive, right? But we need to see how it performs in the real world.
Yeah, what are people actually saying about the Outsize Origin? I'm curious.
That's where things get really interesting.
So I took a deep dive into those customer reviews.
What's the verdict?
Overwhelmingly positive, actually. People really seem to love this thing.
No way. What are they saying specifically?
Well, everyone's raving about the suction power. For one, seriously strong suction.
Makes sense, with that bigger motor and all.
Right. And the battery life, too. They say it really does last a long time.
So that 60-minute claim isn't just marketing hype.
Seems that way. Lots of folks are backing that up in the reviews. Oh, and they also love the big dustbin, of course.
Less emptying, more cleaning. Who wouldn't love that?
Exactly. But, okay, no product's perfect, right? There got to be some downsides.
Spill the tea. What are people complaining about?
Well, the main one seems to be the weight. Some folks say it's a bit heavier than other cordless vacuums out there.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Bigger size, bigger motor, probably adds some heft.
But here's the thing. A lot of the reviewers, they actually see that as a positive. They like that it feels sturdy, well built.
Oh, interesting. So it's not like it feels cheap or flimsy, just because it's cordless.
Nope, not at all. More like solid, substantial.
I can see that. It's like the difference between a flimsy toy car and like a really well-crafted one.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes a little weight actually adds to that feeling of quality, you know? Like you're really getting something that's going to last.
True. Any other complaints?
Well, there were a few, like, isolated reports of malfunctions, which, I mean, that's going to happen with any electronic device, right?
Yeah, you're bound to get a few lemons in any batch.
Exactly. But we're talking about a handful of reports out of, like, thousands of positive reviews.
It's good to keep things in perspective, like you said. Can't base your whole opinion on a few negative comments.
Totally agree. Overall, the feedback's really positive. It seems like Dyson's really nailed it with this model.
So let's dig a little deeper then, shall we?
Yeah.
What's the magic behind all this power and performance? What makes this thing tick?
Okay, so at the heart of it all is this thing called the Dyson Hyperdymium motor.
Hyper what now?
Hyperdymium, it's their like super fancy name for their motor technology.
I love good marketing term. So what's so special about it?
Well, imagine a tiny engine,
Yeah,
but this tiny engine is spinning at over 125,000 rotations per minute.
125,000. Is that even possible?
Apparently. That's faster than a Formula One race car engine.
Okay, color me impressed.
Right. That's what's creating all that incredible suction power we were talking about.
Makes sense. But doesn't that kind of power just chew through the battery?
That's where it gets even more interesting. They've paired this super powerful motor with something called radial root cyclone technology.
Radial root cyclone.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, but basically picture this. You've got 18 mini tornadoes all swirling around inside the vacuum.
Mini tornadoes. That sounds chaotic.
Controlled chaos. The idea is they create this super strong force that separates dust and dirt from the airflow.
Okay, so it's not just about brute force. It's about efficiency, too.
Exactly. And that efficiency means a couple things. One, the filter doesn't clog up as easily, which keeps that suction strong even when the bin's getting full.
Makes sense.
And two, it contributes to that impressive 60-minute runtime. Less energy wasted means longer cleaning sessions.
Right, it's like working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Plus, let's not forget about that whole machine filtration system we talked about earlier.
6 layers of particle trapping goodness.
Yep. So not only is it picking up all that dirt and debris, but it's making sure it stays trapped inside the vacuum.
Nothing nasty escaping back into the air.
Nope, just clean, fresh air. Oh, and here's a cool little detail.
Oh, do tell?
The Outsize Origin actually, monitors its own performance.
Monitors it? What do you mean?
It's constantly. It's checking in on itself 8,000 times every second.
8,000 times a second.
Yep. And it uses all that data to show you real-time reports on the little LCD screen.
So what kind of info are we talking about?
Well, for one, you'll know exactly how much battery life you have left. No more surprises there. It'll also alert you if there's a blockage somewhere, and even let you know when it's time to clean the filter.
It's like having a little cleaning assistant built right in. Talk about smart technology.
Right. It's pretty impressive. And speaking of helpful, one of the best things about this vacuum, I think, is how versatile it is.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
So it easily converts from a stick vacuum, right, to a handheld unit. Boom. Just like that.
That's handy.
Super handy. So you can clean stairs, upholstery, your car, whatever. No need to lug around a big clunky vacuum for those smaller jobs.
Right. And it comes with all those different attachments too, right?
Oh, yeah. The crevice tool, the dusting brush, and of course, that amazing hair screw tool for all the pet owners out there.
It's like having a whole arsenal of cleaning tools all in one.
Exactly. No mess is safe. But all this fancy tech doesn't mean much if it's a pain to use, right?
Yeah. Nobody wants a vacuum that's more trouble than it's worth. So what's the user experience like?
Well, that's one thing reviewers consistently praise. They say it's surprisingly easy to maneuver, even though it's a bigger model.
Really? So no awkwardness, no struggling to push it around?
Mm-hmm. They also love the docking station, makes charging and storing super convenient. And, of course, everyone loves that large dustbin. Means less time spent emptying it, which is always a plus.
So we've got power, intelligence, versatility, and ease of use. It sounds like this Dyson Outsize Origin is checking all the boxes. But let's be real, it's an investment. What should our listeners really think about before they, take the plunge?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Okay, let's break it down. All right, so first things first. Think about, your actual needs, your lifestyle,
Don't just jump on the hype train without thinking it through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So ask yourself, do you have a big house? Lots of carpets, hard floors.
Yeah, those are definitely factors. Like if you're living in a tiny studio apartment and you don't even have pets.
The Outsize Origin is probably overkill.
Probably, yeah.
But on the flip side, if you've got that larger home, mix of flooring. Maybe a furry friend or 2 or 3.
This thing could be a game changer.
For real. Imagine you're just gliding through your house. Carpets, hardwood floors, no problem. Sucking up every last bit of pet hair without even breaking a sweat.
Sounds like a dream.
Right. No more tangled cords. No more running out of battery halfway through.
The freedom to actually clean without the hassle.
That's the promise of the Outsize Origin.
But, okay, let's talk real world for a sec.
Great.
Budget, that's always a factor.
True. This is a premium vacuum, so it does come with a bit of a premium price tag.
That's fair. But I would say a good vacuum cleaner, it's like a good pair of shoes.
Ooh, how so?
It's worth spending a little extra up front to get something that's comfortable, durable, something that's actually going to make your life easier in the long run.
I like that. I like that a lot. And with the Outsize Origin, you're not just getting, like, a vacuum, right? You're getting a whole cleaning system.
Right. You've got all the attachments, the tools for any job, the super advanced filtration for cleaner air, and that motor, man, that motor can handle pretty much anything.
They really did think of everything.
It seems that way.
And let's not forget, you're getting a Dyson. That means something. They've got that reputation for quality, for innovation, and their customer support's great too, if you ever do have any issues.
So after all our deep diving, all our analysis, what's the verdict? Is the Dyson Outsize Origin worth it?
I mean, based on everything we've seen, the features, the tech, those glowing customer reviews, I'd say it's a pretty strong contender. If you're looking for a top-performing, versatile, cordless vacuum, this is it.
Especially if you're tired of battling dirt, dust, and pet hair.
Oh, absolutely. But, like we said, weigh your needs, weigh your budget. If you're looking for power, reliability, and convenience, the Dyson Outsize Origin is definitely worth a look.
Well, I think we've covered just about everything. Hopefully this deep dive has given you all the info you need to decide if the Outsize Origin is the right vacuum for you.
And hey, if you do decide to take the plunge, happy cleaning.
Happy cleaning, everyone.
And that's a wrap on the Dyson Outsize Origin Cordless Vacuum. If you're ready to take your cleaning to the next level with unbeatable power and convenience, don't wait. Click the link below to grab yours now and experience the Dyson difference in your home. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing product reviews. Drop a comment if you have any questions. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and happy cleaning.